I finally know what it's like. My entire career, I have been fixing technology. I used to work in an office with 37 other people, and Matt, this isn't printing. Matt, this isn't working. And I would go up to them to troubleshoot, and then it would automatically start working like magic. It was a running joke. All Matt has to do is appear in front of your computer, and your computer gets scared and then starts working. Like, even this week it happened. Now, I'm full-time work at home, but my other colleagues are like, something's not working here. Okay, let's get on screen share and check it out. And then it just starts working. Well, my electrical debacle that I've had, if you've been following, I did my own home wiring because I installed a floodlight camera and a GFI outlet. And I ran into some trouble. But I got the electricians on site, and I'm like, now look, it's not going to work. And I put the little tester up to the wire that shouldn't be working, and it starts working. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But they've got it all figured out. And I really want to ask you, did I fail or did I win? I don't fully know. We're going to break this down here in a moment because I tried to do the first electrical install. I couldn't get it to work, fail. And then I had the electricians come on site, and then there's an interesting twist. I'll get to that in just a moment. Robin's Buys and DIYs is here. She says, hi, Matt. Hello, hello. Jaden's here with the purple hearts, plural, in the channel name. Good morning to you. And then David W. Ryan says, in your rush to glory, you forgot a small detail. You forgot to hook up the doll. Oh, snap. David W. Ryan is throwing shade. It's all good, brother. I'm like that at work. It seems like every time I touch something, something comes up and buys it. Amazing. Amazing. It is weird. It is weird. So the electrician and the electrician shed some light on what was happening with my electrical situation. And I was, in fact, hooked into a electrical cable that was attached to a light switch. So when the light switch was off, the cable would, at the time, mysteriously not have electricity in it because you turned off the light switch. It was one of those switched wires, and he found a better wire to tap into. Now, I have 24 electrical wires strewn across the attic, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I've got 30 slots on my panel. What are the odds? Like, I was just imagining doing this before the contractors got here. We'll have to trial and error 30 times until we find the wire that we think we want to tap into, which breaker goes to that wire. Who knows? There's 30 on the channel. The first one they throw was correct. I'm like, now you're just making me look bad. But we got it all figured out, and I'm about to show you a photo that I'm so very proud of. Look at that. A functioning security floodlight camera jacked in to the electrical panel of my house, not running on the rechargeable batteries. This is a floodlight cam, and it's working. And they also confirmed all of the work that I did was acceptable. They checked the GFI outlet. They checked the connections on the floodlight cam. All the work I did was perfect, except I jacked into the wrong wire. So I'd like to consider that a win. I don't know. Let me show you the prices before you chime in, because this is what I bought. It's kind of hard to see what that is. Hopefully you can see. Well, it's that. That's what I bought. So it's called the Ring Floodlight Cam Wired Pro. And this is what it ended up costing me. So I got this as a Black Friday special. So this is really a $250 camera. So I got it considerably reduced. This company sold me the wire, the GFI outlet, and many miscellaneous pieces. I had to buy more miscellaneous pieces at Home Depot. And then to fix my mistake, I had to go. So a $200 floodlight cam ended up costing me over $600. But listen, it has made my home more safe. And as you walk up to the property, the lights come on, which is what I want. It's part of my 4 phases of protection around my home. And one of them is signage and things happening based on your presence, like lights coming on. So that's what I got. Thank you, Sammy Superstar. That's a good compliment from someone who's going to college to study story. He says he's going for filmmaking, but really he's going to college to learn how to tell a story. So thank you. That's good. You know things. It's good you know things. It is good that you know things. Absolutely. And I'm just trying new things. I love learning. I've never stopped learning. Last year and the year before, like a couple years ago, okay, plumbing. I want to graduate to plumbing. And I come from a household where there was no home repairs done by anyone in the family. My dad would pick up the phone with analog technology and call someone to come fix whatever was needed. So woodworking, all self-taught. And then I figured out I would maybe dip my toes into plumbing because you can't accidentally kill yourself by making a plumbing mistake. And then I very cautiously dipped my toes into electrical. And then that was good. And that went well. And I want to shout out to Polly Wants a Crafter YouTube channel, Mr. Jerry Brown, who owns it. Again, he was the guy that picked up my cold calls and gave me precious moments of his day, and imparted his knowledge. And Jerry was right. Jerry actually said, maybe it's on a light switch. And I said, no, I don't think that's the case. And we went on and did 5 or 6 other troubleshooting things while I was on the FaceTime with him. But he was right. He was right. It was the first thing he said, and I dismissed it. And he was right. Should have listened to him. But good. Home ownership, what a roller coaster of emotions. And you know what? None of this would have happened, my learning plumbing or me trying this electrical work, if the economy hasn't started to tank. I just did it because I got tired of paying the exorbitant prices. It used to be $288 out the door to have a plumber come and snake the drain. Then it jumped up to $600. I'm like, this has got to stop. Like, I had no, like, you forced me. Like, you effed around and you found out. You raised the prices, or the economy went crazy by effing around, and then they found out. Self-sufficiency. Matt knows awesome things. Wood, YouTube, and being a musician. I try. All right. I have something else fun for you. Check this out. What does this product and this crafting project have in common? Heinz 57 sauce. 57. I have 57 downloads of my files. So you can create these with traditional woodworking tools or with CNC carving machines or CNC laser machines. 57 people on the internet was like, I like that project. I want the files because I might want to make it myself. 57 people. I have compelled 57 people to download my art project and give it a try. I think that's pretty impressive. You know, is 57 the same as 5,700? No. But I mean, imagine if 57 people were in a room Like, that's a lot of people. I feel like that's a pretty big win on my part. I missed the show. I I was talking about you, Jerry Brown. Your ears were probably itching. Oh, nice, nice. Jerry actually has improved the construction technique for these. Kudos to you, good sir. This is why I love putting stuff online. You know, I put this out there, and then Jerry comes back and says, hey, I love what you did. Make this small tweak to make the joinery a little bit easier. I'm like, that's wonderful. I love it. All day long. It's a fun design. I'm going to download. Please do. Please download it. Find this on my Awesome Wood Things channel, and then in the description, there's links to download it. But this is my crowning achievement, with the help of friends who FaceTime me, and some electricians kind of pointing out the one little thing I missed. But really, this is the actual floodlight cam on the iPhone. Me with my messed up hair, kind of exhausted for the process. It works. This is my camera. It's working. I love it. But what I was saying is, out of that, how much was it? $218? $613. You know what else I got for this? I got confirmation from the electrician that my work was acceptable for my first time. So maybe I'll go. Now I can sleep soundly knowing that there wasn't a mistake made, because mistakes with electrical can turn ugly. All right. One more fun thing. I was at the dentist, and I had a new hygienist because my hygienist I normally use is on maternity leave. Congratulations, my hygienist, on the birth of your new child. But she said to me, she's like, why do you wear 2 watches? And I'm like, well, I'm glad you asked. I was like, this is a fitness band. And this is the best timepiece known to mankind. She's like, what? I'm like, so I got to talk about my Casio G-Shock to someone who is actually interested in watches, which is pretty rare. Only one other time I was eating ice cream, and the people around our table, one of the people said, hey, that's a really nice watch. It's the only 2 times anyone has ever commented on it. So she was like, well, why do you like this watch so much? And I was like, well, if you are a United States astronaut going into space, they mandatory strap this to your wrist before you go up in the rocket. And I was like, if it's good enough for the U.S. astronauts, it's good enough for me. And it's true. They do not give you the metal one. They give you the plastic one without the radio in it. This has the this taps into the atomic clock radio signal. In Colorado, there is a cesium clock that doesn't lose time. It's absolutely precise. Well, over 1 million years, it'll lose 1/10 of a second. Like, it's that precise. And it's broadcast on a radio signal, and then this watch has a radio in it that picks up. They don't give that one to the astronaut. They just give the battery-powered one to the astronauts. But if this is rugged enough to survive space flight, it's good enough for me. So we got to have a little. I knew your work was solid. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. You remind me I forgot the Fitbit on the counter. Oh, okay. There you see. Love streaming. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm counting this as a win, even though I had to call in the professionals, but it was really only for that 1% that I got wrong. And also the professionals confirmed I did what I was supposed to do. And I was happy to see the stats on this. All good. So my week has turned around. Monday, I wasn't doing too well. I'm a happy camper now. All right, I'm leaving it here. Love you all. Bye, everyone.